Gigi, first question for you. Despite the draw today, KL City have the chance to finish the league in the top 4 for the first time since that forever. How is this feeling about this season?
Yeah, bro, it's beautiful, and thank you for bringing that up because I'm trying to bring it up a lot, because unfortunately we had a run where it was like 3 out of 4 games were Johor, and we lost, and it kind of put a bad mood on the season. But actually, we've achieved so much. This is the first time in 32 years that we're going to be in the top 4, and I think you're going to hear me repeat this with every question, but I want to finish. This is the last home game, and every year I've wanted the city boys, the fans, the club to feel like it's progressing in one direction. When I came here, we came from the 2nd division. We won the Malaysia Cup. The next year we got to the AFC Cup final. The next year we got to the Piala FA final. The next year we got to Shopee, and now we're in the top 4 for the first time in 32 years. So I feel like the line is in one direction. So I'm very, very, very proud to be part of that. So I think it's a good year.
After a huge defeat to Johor last week, you apologized on behalf of yourself on your Instagram. So how was feeling after getting 1 point today?
Yeah, well, listen. The 1 point was because of a dubious penalty, right? I believe we should have got 3 points. But you can see there was moments where Adam made big tackles, where I made big blocks, where Kamal made big headers, and you see the reaction. You see us screaming and celebrating. You see us mati because we're trying to chase someone or try to do something. That's the KO way. And against Johor last game, I just didn't see that. I understand I came on after 50 minutes, it was already 1 man down. It's very, very hard. But I just wanted the fans, they deserve that. They deserve that. We've lost 1,000 games, man. And they've never complained because till the final whistle, we'll fight anybody. We'll make it as hard as possible. That is our DNA. So I apologize because last game I didn't see that. We should never lose in Pakistan. That's 7-0. That's crazy, bro. But today I saw that. Today I saw it again. Today I saw us fighting. I saw us dying for each other. I saw us angry because we wanted to win so bad. So that's the KL I know.
Final question from me. After this huge game against Malaysia Cup finalists, Negeri City at away. So do you think that KL City has a chance to get the 3 points on the road?
I'm going to be depressed at home because I'm suspended after that yellow card. So I'm going to be at home crying, but I do think we can get 3 points. I think, last time they came here, we drew, but I thought we dominated them. That's no disrespect to them. They're a great team, but it's how much respect I have for my team. We have good players in every position. So what a beautiful end to the season. You go toe-to-toe with a great team. They have a big crowd. So I'm so jealous that I won't be able to go, but I hope the same. I will always say the same answer. If you are a KO fan, you want me to give you my maximum. You can't demand a win. You can't demand all the time, right? I understand that. So I think that we'll go there and give everything we can, and then God's hands.
Two red card for tonight for coach and assistant coach.
Yeah.
What's your comment on that?
Can I be honest? My thoughts. It makes me feel very grateful that my coach and assistant coach will fight for me like that. That's team spirit. It's a very beautiful thing to see, and I think that's how we should all react. I watched him watch the VAR 50 times, and I understand refereeing is a very difficult job, and there's pressure, and you don't want to get it wrong. But I touch the ball before I touch him. We're in a contact sport. This is not basketball, If I header a ball and I fall onto his arm, how can I head the ball and then stop myself in the middle of this? So the coach saw that. We were watching it over and over again, and then he's being emotional, but he's being emotional to defend his team. So I understand the referee makes a reaction. He gives a red card. I don't want Malaysia gets enough scrutiny about referees. He's a good referee. It's no problem. But football has character. We don't play golf. Sometimes we have to show a little bit of emotion. We don't have to give a red card for that. For me, when I tackle somebody, I scream like I won the World Cup. That's what football is about. We don't play in silence. So for me, it was a bit harsh, but his choice.
Gigi, what you guys have for next game?
No coach. Yeah, well, it's gonna
No coach.
no, with no coach, no assistant coach, and so now it'll be all three of us suspended. So it'll be strange, it'll be strange because obviously the coach is the capo, he's the head. Obviously, I'm one of the more vocal people. So it's gonna be difficult, but I trust my teammates. I know how much talent we have in this team. This is the most talented KL City team we've ever had. So I know that they're gonna go and do what they do. Who doesn't want to end the season on a high? You want to end your season good. That's why, even though we draw today, I'm happy with this performance because you come off the field and you give 110%. So I think they'll bring the same attitude. And once again, I have to say every time I'm going to be depressed because I will be at home doing nothing. But I know I've got a lot of love for my teammates. I know they'll do what they have to do.
Coach, apa perancangan untuk next game lah? Memandangkan tak ada coach dan assistant coach. So macam mana? Siapa yang akan take over untuk game terakhir?
Okay.
Gigi, can you? Yeah. Alright, thank you.
Okay. Perancangan untuk next game kita akan berbincang lah dengan coach apa. Walaupun coach dia yang akan kad merah, tapi dia masih boleh mengetahui pasukan lah. Cuma dia tidak boleh berada di bench. So in the end, macam mana pun kita tetap kena teruskan perlawanan terakhir kita. Dan hopefully semua pemain akan memberikan yang terbaik lah untuk perlawanan terakhir kita di Kuching. Dan yes.
Jadi sebab kita pun tahu Kuching dalam usaha untuk mengejar kedudukan dan Selangor dengan perbezaan satu mata sahaja kan. So on that, adakah KLCT akan melihat perlawanan terakhir sebagai pelengkap jadual sebagaimana kata macam mana?
Kita rasa kita tak macam tu. Kita akan teruskan. Dan yalah, kalau kita menyekalkan, kita akan kekalkan rekod lah. Maksudnya kita tak nak kalah, kita pergi untuk berlawan. So in the end terpulang kepada pemain dan saya percaya semua pemain akan memberikan yang terbaik lah di Kuching nanti. Kita tetap akan berjuang. Tiada istilah mengatakan bagi pelengkap jadual, tiada istilah bagi pihak KLCT lah, bagi semua pemain dan pegawai.
Same question. How do you see your last game in Kuching? Because we already know that Colombo no longer fighting to get top 3. So then how do you see the final game of the season?
Yeah, I kind of said it before, but I just, when you have this rare opportunity where you have a game, you cannot go up, you cannot go down. It's beautiful and it's a curse, because you can play with no pressure, with no stress. You can rotate the squad, you can give minutes to people who have not played as much, or you can fight as absolutely maximum with your strongest squad and just try to finish on a high, In the end, I know we cannot go up, but we are setting a record for how many points. I might be wrong, but I think it's the most points ever in Liga Super. Ever. So we can set that as high as possible. And Fina, like, how many seasons have you watched go by? But as a football player, you want to write yourself in history. For me, it is incredible that I can walk into Cheras Stadium and see 21 Malaysia Cup. That I'm the second team ever to be in AFC Cup final. So that's the motivation when you have a game like this. You're just trying to get that points as high as possible so that 10 years from now, they say, this was the team that get... That's the motivation.
That's maybe your hopes for the last game for the team.
I hope they just make everybody proud, finish on a good note, I try not to say definitives, I try not to say win 4-0 or something crazy like that. But I just want them to make everybody proud, I got a lot of love for this team, I got a lot of love for this club, and next game I will be sitting with the City boys and I'll be watching like a fan. You just want to see them, you want them to feel like you're giving your maximum, and that's all I ask for.
Thank you.
Thank you.